bombs in the World Trade Center?
Okay, my personal opinion about the whole thing
absolutely.
is they had their people working there probably for a long time. Had access to blueprints, thought about this for about maybe 20 years, for all we know, and said, all right, when the time is right, we're going to do this. When they tried in 93, they didn't succeed. We said, okay, you know what? Let's think of another plan. They tried, and this time they succeeded.
So you think that...
We let too many people in here.
What's that?
We let too many people in here.
Yeah. Well...
If I was president, which that would never happen, but if I was president, let me just tell you, you need to know how to read, write, and speak English. You're going to get an extensive background check, okay?
Well, they were right there. George Bush was thrown out the window.
You got to make sure what you did in your country before you come here and see if you're going to do the right thing. That's how I look at it.
So you're saying you think that the bomb that Willie Rodriguez is talking about in the basement, you're saying Al-Qaeda planted that there? I mean, you think that's
probably
possible?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know, though.
Why not?
I mean, it takes a lot of expertise and time and skill and planning to wire a building as tall as all I'm saying to you is, to wire a building as tall as the World Trade Center for a controlled demolition takes months and months and months and months of intense planning and science. I mean, a bunch of Muslims.
Yeah, but they didn't get to demolish it. All they did was destroy a couple of floors.
No, but I'm talking about 9/11. I'm talking about the
9/11.
The bombs that were in the World Trade Center on 9/11. That's what I'm talking about.
You think so?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what Willie said. Willie's like, there was a bomb in the basement that went off, and then a couple seconds later, the North Tower was hit by a plane.
See, I never heard about that.
Oh, Willie didn't tell you about that? Yeah. I figured.
Proof?
Yeah, we can give you. I would love to give you a copy of this movie. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would love it. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I would love to give you a copy of my documentary, Loose Change, because this will show you, at the very least, what I'm talking about right here. That, this was reported by CNN, CBS, Fox. Rick Leventhal was downtown on Manhattan on 9/11. He's like, we were standing here when there was some sort of collapse or explosion, and then, he asked all these people, they're like, was that a collapse or an explosion? They're like, that was an explosion, without a doubt. And
interesting.
Because you lost your husband there, I realize it's very sensitive material for you.
Right.
But I would love to give you a copy of this movie.
Thank you.
I would love for you to see it, at least. Whether or not you agree with it, I would at least love for you to see it.
Just right.
I believe, the reason I'm doing this, hon, is because I believe your husband deserves the truth. I believe your husband, I want to be honest with you, our government killed your husband. Without a doubt.
It was murder, absolutely.
It was murder. It was cold, calculated murder. Yeah. But it was not some guy in a cave thousands of miles away. I know it's very hard to accept, but I've been researching this for 3 years, and I have seen so much proof. It's just like, it's overwhelming. It comes to a point where you just see all this in front of you, you're like, there's no way. There's no way what our government is telling us is true.
Right,
well, do you know who ran security at the World Trade Center? Marvin Bush.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
I know. Go figure, right? It always comes back to a Bush. makes a 330-degree turn at 530 per hour. Descending 7,000 feet in 2.5 minutes to crash American Airlines Flight 77 into the ground floor of the Pentagon. Its final approach took it directly across Interstate 395. Knocking light poles out of the ground and bouncing off of the lawn before impact.
March 13th, 1962. Lyman Lemnitzer, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, presents a proposal to Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara